Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Hello, Gap. Thanks for coming in and this lovely Sunday afternoon. And today I'm going to start going through my autographs, really, from almost the very beginning, which is my main hobby. I love my toys. I also love my autographs. So without further ado, we're going to get into this, and I will warn you, these are from the 90s up till now. This is the first folder I filled up of my autographs. So some of you, when you watch it, might think, blimey. So let's do this. So, as I say, this is my first folder. I can't remember how many folders I've had, but yeah. Now, this one is almost like a joke one. This is mine. And the main reason I put this in here is because there was a lady on Capital Radio that said you should add your own. So I did. So I just ha-has start that on the front. So anyway, let's get on with this. Right, now, I was on a day out, and I don't know if many of you will remember this, but there used to be a TV show called The Demon Headmaster. Well, this young lady who I met is the main character, and she was called Dina, and her name is Frances Emery, and yeah, got hers when I was out and about. And this is kind of some of the agencies I started writing off to, so I'm just going to change my mobile a bit here so I can get a better angle of some of these. Nothing different on YouTube, just on Instagram. So this is the first autograph I got of Andy Peters. Hi Kat, I hope you're doing okay. Thanks for tuning in. Now, this was one of the first ones I got of him. Actually, I've only got this one of him, but if you see him on TV, he has not changed a bit. So he was started off as a presenter on Children's BBC that I used to watch in the broom cupboard. I didn't watch it in the broom cupboard, but the kids' TV show was filmed in what was a broom cupboard, just a set, basically. So yeah, so that's Andy Peters. And then we've got Miss Zoe Ball, or Mrs. Zoe Ball, DJ, TV presenter, etc. Also the wife, or was the wife, of Mr. Fatboy Slim. And then we have radio DJ and presenter Mr. Simon Mayo. And then we have again DJ and presenter Toby Anstis. If you're in America and that, you may not know who these are, so I do apologise. Singer, not sure if he did any presenting. He's been on stage. And this is Darren Day, as you can tell, because it's written underneath. And then we have Clive Warren. Now, I only really know him from, I think he was on Radio 1. So I know him only as a DJ. And also Mark Goodyear, radio DJ, voiceover, and presenter. And I think that's what he's done. That's what he's done, I think. All he's done. A very early picture of Mr. Philip Schofield. By the way, just to let you know, apart from I think it was the very first one, which was from the Demon Headmaster, all of these came from managements I'd written to, agents and managements and TV shows. So all of these are through the mail. I haven't actually met them at this point. These are just coming through from their managements or TV shows they're on, or radio stations or whatever. Here we have Miss Andrea Turner, Anthea Turner, get it right in a minute. And then we have Emma Forbes, again, TV presenter. I'm not sure if she did radio. She did a lot of kids' TV. And also Mr. Tim Vincent, who I think does radio now. He was a kids' TV presenter. He did Blue Peter. Don't think he did the actual main children's TV shows, though. And Mr. Jimmy White, he opened up, as you can tell on here, this is a betting shop, Coral. in Shepton, in Middlesex, in Surrey. He opened up the gambling shop and basically got his autograph, which was awesome. Now, this young lady was in EastEnders. She does a lot of stuff, kind of interviews and that now. She was married to the gentleman who was in E17. Can't think of his name at the top of my head. This is Daniela Westbrook. There is a story behind this one. Now, I think it was this one. Yes, it was. There's going to be some autographs coming up from a TV show called Fully Booked. And these are the first pictures I managed to get from the show. I got in you used to be able to ring up the show and speak to the celebrities. Theme Park 2030, thank you for coming in. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, I was ringing up used to be able to ask questions to celebrities on these kids programs and to ask them questions, and they ran out. And this was one that I got sent to me because my phone call, they ran out of time. So all the people that were on it, I got their autographs, and this was one of them. Sorry, that was a bit of a mouthful. And speaking of which, here we go. Now, this is where pretty much my autographs collection started. So, Fully Booked. This was broadcast Sunday mornings, and it was on BBC One, I think it was, in BBC Scotland. So, I got the autographs of the people that were on the show, and I contacted them. I rang them up, and I said, is there any chance I could get the autographs of the people that come on your show? And as you can tell from behind, that's what happened. And my luck was in. Every other week, I'd get an envelope, and all the celebrities that were on their show, I got their autographs. And yeah, just awesome. So, as I said, from the 90s, this TV show, Out of Tune, the star in it was Tim Downey. So I got his. Jonathan Annan, I think that was his name. His his name in the show was Ice D. Ice D. So here we go. So the next autographs I got from there was John Alford, and he was in Grange Hill, but he was also in London's Burning. And again, do apologise for the guys that are abroad that may not know these. Gina G, she sung It's a Little Bit for the Eurovision. She's a singer. Don't really hear about her now. And then over here we have Helen O'Reilly, who was Panther in the very original UK Gladiators. Down here we have the group 911. Now, a lot of these you wouldn't have been able to get at that sort of time because they were so popular. Okay, now this one is Gemma Cloth, TV presenter from a TV program called Activate. And the same here with someone called Gordon White, who was a presenter as well. And then we have a group here called Lucci Lou and Michi One, another group from the 90s. And Stephen Saunders, TV chef. And now I can't even remember this pop group. New Colours, NU, and then Colours. Them, international rugby player, Rory Underwood. Now I think most people know this person. This is Peter Andre, and that was when he was in the big time. And underneath is Bubba Ranks, who did his rapping for him. Next we have Tina Malone, and she was a character in Brookside, which I believe is coming back to the UK. Don't quote me on that. And then this chap, Mike Flowers, a singer from the 90s. Interesting character. This is Peter White, who is a football scout. And Sonny Pike, who is a junior footballer. Could be professional now, not sure. Now, Terry Pratchett, author. I think most people know who Terry Pratchett is, which is awesome. And then we have John Collins, Celtic footballer. Do apologise about the next one, but hey ho, Rolf Harris. Obviously at that time he was massive and that, and none of the stuff was going on, but yes, I do have his. And then we have Kevin Bishop, TV actor. Don't think he's done presenting. Good is a comedian as well. And next we have another group from the 90s, Upside Down. And also Let Loose. I think they were bigger, Let Loose. Arturo, thanks for coming in. Hope you're doing well. Just going through my autographs, mainly kind of from the 90s. Then we've got Ainsley Harriott, TV presenter and TV chef. And then we also have Denise Lewis. I think she's pentathlon, something like that, or triathlon. It's heptathlon. It's written on there, duh. But anyway. And then from the Really Wild Show, many years ago, Michaela Strachan and Howie Watkins. And then from Emmerdale, we have Adele Silvers and Richard Burke. Okay, and the next one, another group. I think they tried doing Eurovision as well. They're called Gemini. And also another group which you don't really hear of now is Code Red. And then over here we have, now this was from a TV show with Pat Sharp called Funhouse. And these are the twins, Melanie and Martina. And then over here we have Rick Alessi, Dan Falzon, who played Rick Alessi in Australian Neighbours. So there we go. And then I still can't believe I've got these actually. This is Anthony Eagleman. Engelman, I think it is. He's Stonefish from Neighbours. And a well-known actress over here now in films, Isla Fisher, who played Shannon in Home and Away. And this guy who had a dog who was well-odd, this is Dean Gaffney, who's Robbie in EastEnders. And you're probably going to wonder who the hell. This is Otis the Aardvark, who was a puppet on Children's BBC. I don't know who did the puppeteering though, but that's obviously who signed. Someone we don't hear of as much now, but he was on a lot of bidding TV shows and that, where you could buy stuff, is Peter Simon. And this was, I think he did Live and Kicking or Going Live, which was Run the Risk. They had this game show you could play. Now, I still can't believe I've got this one either. This is the one and only Stan Lee. And this is absolutely awesome. I still can't believe I've got this. Stan Lee, he's put two Peerless Pete. And as you can tell, it's from 1996. So that's when I got that one. And I absolutely love that. And the next one is another person from what was in Grange Hill, is Martino Lazzari. Young man from there. And this is Wendy Turner, who is a TV presenter, who is Anthea Turner's sister. So there we go. And the next one we have is Ernest Henry, who is a poet. And Sue Stockdale, who is an Arctic explorer. So they had all sorts on this TV show. It was awesome, though. Alice Platt, who played Jen in Neighbours. And this was a singer from the 90s, Tina Arena. Hello, Palps. How are we doing? Well, so that's Stan Lee, the creator of Stu's Knife. Okay. Yeah. Okay. How you doing, Palps? You all right? Nick Testoni from Home and Away played Travis, and the lovely Melissa George from who was in Home and Away. And on here we have Tony Mortimer and John Hendy, who are from E17. And somebody that you don't necessarily hear a lot about now is singing wise, but Kathy Dennis does a lot of songwriting. Ooh. And the next one is Dieter Brummer, who was in Home and Away. He also appeared in Neighbours. And iconic two here, Ant and Dec. That's Ant, that's Dec. And then we have someone else that used to be on, News Round. She's now on regular TV. This is Julie Eccleston. No, Etchingham. Sorry, Julia Eccleston. Julia Etchingham. And the next one, he's done a lot of TV. This is from Get Your Own Back and some other kids shows. Dave Benson Phillips. Fantastic. Now the next one is even more awesome. This the focusing isn't doing very well, is it? I'm probably gonna have to do this a lot closer. I do apologize about that. Oh, on the wire. Right, the next one is the Backstreet Boys, and still going. They're still doing stuff. And Sasha Peterson. I can't remember. I'm not sure if he was a singer or not. Can't remember. Then we got Ian Bleasdale, who was in Casualty, played Josh, paramedic. And the same at the bottom. This is Gary O'Brien. He played Richard in Casualty. He was a paramedic as well. And then we've got another 90s group, Emanate. And talking to the Demon Headmaster earlier on, this was the Demon Headmaster, Terence Hardman. And then we've got Sarah Daniela Denby-Ash from EastEnders. And Patrick Robinson from Back to the Wild. And then we have a couple of Blue Peter presenters. Romana. I'm not doing very well with these names. Dianuzio, I think her name is. I'm not very good at that. And I have got another one. This one is from Tim Vincent again. And the next two are from the old Brookside. So we've got Rachel and Jackie Dixon. And also someone who's actually in EastEnders, I think still is Kelly Bright. And this was signed when she was in The Upper Hand many moons ago. And this lady, Magenta Divine, I think she was on the Clove Show quite a few years ago, but she was doing Rough Guide at that time. And Jane Middlemiss signing from the Ozone. She used to do that. I think it was, don't know if that was via Live and Kicking or something. I'm not 100% sure. From the TV show Bad Boys, this is Cole Hellman. And Tim Rooney, who is a photographer. Right, I'm going to finish this off now with these two, and then I'm going to carry on next week. We have got the singer, Alison Limerick. And this is the group Clock, which I don't really remember, but yeah. But anyway, so that's my autographs for the moment. There's quite a few there. It's coming up to 20 minutes. I might do a bit extra if you want more time in it, like a half an hour or something. I'm quite willing to do that. I don't know how people are feeling about it, but so far, that is the first folder. And as I say, this is going from the 90s. I've got plenty more. I've probably got about maybe 3, maybe 4 folders. So I'm going to carry on doing this. And then obviously when car boots come back, Well, they have come back, but when I've got the money to go and get stuff from Car Boots, I'll be doing that in between them. I'm really sorry about this focus. I don't know what's going on. I might have to do it closer because I'm trying to do it with my phone as well, like on Instagram. But for some reason, I think I'm going to have to try and sort that out for next time. So I do apologise about that. Yeah, bit of a pain, but there we go. But as I always say, if you like what you saw, please like, subscribe, and click the bell notification. That will let you know each time I'm coming live. And if you're watching on Instagram, please just follow. And if you've got both, please do the same. Yeah, so this channel is all about autographs, toys, and anything else that I'm doing. And in a couple of weeks, I shall hopefully be finishing off a film for a friend. So yeah. What's that? Loads of names I recognize there. Cool. Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, there are going to be some more. They're mainly, to be honest, they're mainly all kind of UK, unless I've managed to get some American or wherever. But they all seem to be mainly because obviously I used to write off. These are all people I used to write off to, whether it's from a TV show, whether it's from their management. And that's how my autograph started. So yeah. So thank you all for coming. Have a great Sunday. And if you're feeling in a bit of a mood for building, come over to Salacious Rum's channel for Lego Studs and Brick Babes. That will be starting around about 3 o'clock, I believe. So come and join us over there. And I will hopefully see you all next week. So take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.